Welcome back to the Cheap Heat Productions podcast. Okay, welcome back to the show, and I'm not by myself today. I recorded an interview with this man, Mr. Wes Scantlin, the other day. Now, unfortunately, on my end, there was a few audio issues, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the interview here and put the snippets in. If you want to see the full interview with the crappy audio, there'll be an unlisted link in the description of this video. But I felt it was too poor to use, so I'm just going to piece it together and tell you my experiences with Wes. So basically, I just started off by asking Wes, like, what has the last 18 months been like for him?
I'm actually enjoying this nice little weekend off. We're usually playing like every freaking weekend, if not more than weekends. So I'm just kind of chilling out, writing songs, kind of bouncing around, writing songs with other artists, and just kind of like feeling out some different vibes from different people.
Yeah. And I suppose, like, you guys, you'd be on the road a lot of the time in normal circumstances, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's been an interesting couple of years. I could just,
Yeah.
pretty weird. I mean, I was in isolation for like at least a little over a year. Like, didn't really. I just stayed at home and just wrote songs. And made some good food, and cooked, and learned a little bit more about cooking and becoming, being a chef and stuff too.
Yeah, so that was pretty much how we started the interview. And then I asked Wes, like, what his journey was like into music, i.e., his first instruments and things like that.
My first instrument was, I think, drums and the bass. And then when I was in junior high school, I was actually I played tuba in bands. So I was a tuba player. That was actually my first real kind of instrument where I was actually in that band, and it was really funny because I was like about 100 pounds, and I have this huge tuba,
Yeah.
and I'm the littlest dude in the whole class. And then I started playing guitar like just right, just as I started learning about the tuba. I started playing, my buddy had a guitar, and I just started fiddling around with it. So I was about, 11, 12 years old or something like that. Yeah. And then my mom was I went to a Van Halen concert, and I was like, I want to do that. That looks like that's kind of fun to do. So I kind of pursued that, and I was trying to figure out how to do, Eddie Van Halen solos. And he was just so good, just so amazing that I couldn't get it, I couldn't get it down. But my mom was like, hey, you know what? Just start writing your own songs, So I owe my mom like a bunch of credit for like, just getting me into becoming a songwriter. So that's all my mom, man. My mom got me doing this stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible, man. My whole family are just artists and musicians, and I mean, my dad, man, he was always really cool about me wanting to be a songwriter and a musician, and and being in the band and stuff. And he was cool about it the whole time too, man. I got in some trouble. He whipped my ass a couple of times, for getting in trouble. But other than that, man, he's been the greatest dad in the whole world, man. So I'm super blessed, man. Well, I mean, basically, you know, we, I was just, it was just the only thing I was doing. I was really, 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 you know, doing it. Recording. Like the record stuck. I mean, that we
Yeah.
did that record in like 2 days. And the abrasive record. Yeah, I mean, I did that in like 2 days as well. So I'd just scrounge up like 3 or 4 grand, and we would just like rehearse our butts off to where we just went in and, and just laid it in. And then I guess the guitars are a little bit, you record more guitars, kind of layer it and stuff, and the vocals, of course. But other than that, the drum beats and the bass, lines in all the songs are just like, one takes, But when you like, harmonizing and stuff like that as a vocalist, you do a lot more stuff,
Yeah.
magical sprinkly fairy dust.
Yeah, so you can see that Wes really hasn't lost the passion for music after all these years. One of the things that I always wanted to know with Puddle of Mudd was, where did the name come from? And I got that answer from Wes.
It was a flood in Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas. The river was coming over the levee. Our practice hall was like 30 feet from the levee, and we were on the second floor, so we could really see it kind of coming up. It was really actually kind of cool. It did a lot. It destroyed a lot of things, but it was really kind of cool, man. I mean, it was crazy. It was just crazy to just see that. We were just basically, in a big freaking huge puddle of mud, and like there was just mud everywhere, man. And there was like houses floating down the river and shit, dude. And I mean, we were on the second floor. We were just sitting there watching it all go down, man. And it was coming up. I'm like 30 feet from the flood, and it's just like, whoa, man. We like, should we leave and get the hell out of here or what? And we'd still come down and practice and stuff, but once it got up to about like 7 feet, it was just the whole entire valley, the whole entire basin of Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas was just one big bowl of muddy water.
Yeah, interesting story there about how that name came about. I mentioned to Wes then about the era that Puddle of Mudd kind of predominantly came out to a worldwide audience around 2001 with bands like Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Sum 41, all different bands in their own right, but all seem to have like a brotherhood and have all came through at the same time.
Yeah, that was really good. That was a really cool time for the music. I mean, it was kind of like the last days of people actually selling records, like, yeah. I mean, it's hard to sell any records these days, but yeah, it was great. Toured with Korn and toured with, I played with all those bands you just named. I've played festivals with all of them, and everybody's cool, man. Everybody gets along and, just has a good time, and, have fun, man. Just have a good time.
I then asked Wes about a guy that has been with him since he broke into the industry, a really helping hand to him, Mr. Fred Durst. I wanted to know what Wes thought about Limp Bizkit's new stuff with the dad vibes.
The guy's that man is so funny, and he's just an incredible dude. I mean, I love him so much. Yeah, I mean, he took me in, man, and hooked me up. He just hooked me up, and I've learned a lot of stuff from him. He's really super, super duper funny. I mean, he really is. He's just got the best sense of humor, and he'll make anybody like just die of laughing because I don't know. I'm goofy too, but he's trying to beat me in the goofy factor or something. Yeah. I just goofball there is in the world, believe me.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's now to this year, it's 20 years since Come Clean came out. So I just asked Wes, like, what does he think about that?
Well, it's been a lot longer for me than 20, but I'm super happy. I pat myself on the back all the time. I'm super, I'm super proud of myself, and very proud of, you know, everybody that's been around me in my life for that much time. And, you know, I've learned a lot of things from a lot of different people that are still really cool people. And, you know, it's beautiful to, you know, come clean with the biggest international record, you know, that, you know, of to date, you know. So, yeah, I'm cool. I'm happy with, I'm happy with all the success, and I'm happy. I'm just happy to be a songwriter, man. I really am. I just love writing songs.
And the guy loves writing songs, but he also likes to tour a lot. So I asked him, why do they tour so much? Does he like the touring aspect of it compared to the releasing of songs? Now, we discussed that there's not much music to be made, or not much money to be made in music, sorry, at the moment with the way things are. But just about the tour life.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I stay on the road. You know, I mean, yeah, the money's cool, but you know, really, it's for the fans. You know, you know, like, you know, if there wasn't any fans or anything, I wouldn't even be doing this. Really, you know, at this point, I'd probably just hang it up, and I'd still write songs, but you know, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty set, you know. So I could actually, at this point right now, I could stop forever and not have to worry about nothing.
Sure.
Yeah, I just love doing it. Fans are so awesome, and you know, we have a good time. You know, we have a lot of fun doing it. So that's pretty cool. You know, a lot of them. I mean, really, like, there's a lot of countries are, you know, are you know, my music's getting played in all over the world, man. You know, I didn't even know what was going on, and I looked at this like Excel sheet, and it was thick, and it just had all of these countries. I mean, I'm talking about countries I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
And they rock it, man. They rock the Puddle of Mudd, you know, and they love it. And wherever there's a, you know, wherever there are Puddle of Mudd fans and, you know, music fans, you know, we'll probably be rocking it sooner or later, whatever.
Yeah. I then talked to Wes about the writing process for his band and how it comes together.
Well, I mean, you just gotta get your, you know, gotta get your pen, you gotta get your paper, your pencil and paper, your guitar. You gotta do some, you know, rehearsals, and you know, you gotta get into the jam room and just start jamming, man. You know, start screaming your brains out and try to make some cool rocking freaking music, man.
Yeah. Puddle of Mudd's latest single came out recently called Just Tell Me, and I just wanted to get Wes's opinion on that. And from my opinion of listening to that song, it was kind of like this band haven't changed their style. You know, when some bands join different record labels, their music changes or whatever. But I don't think that Puddle of Mudd have ever lost their style.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that song, actually. I love playing it. I love playing that song live too. It's a really, really fun song to sing and play. Yeah, I mean, I got some stuff cooking, man. I got some seriously killer music cooking right now. I got like, you know, I got about, man, I got 10, 15 just home run grand slams. And then I got about another 35, 40 that are just a little bit, like, a little different. I'm doing different styles because this iPhone's got this super amazing thing in here called GarageBand, and it's like way more advanced than it was like 25 whatever years ago, or 20 years ago. I don't even know, but yeah, now I since the pandemic thing, and I got to sit here at the freaking house for once for a long time. I actually was sitting here in the iMovie and a GarageBand, and I've gotten really good at using it, using the tool, and I'm super thankful for whoever the hell came up with this stuff, man. Like, thank you so much. I wish I would have had this when I was like 15, 16, songwriting. recording. I mean, I was recording on a karaoke machine with 2 cassette tapes, switching them like this and then switching them again. That's, you know, I would freak out if I could get my hands on like a 4-track.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and now I can just go bing, 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 boo, boo, dee, da, boo, boo. And it's just insane.
Yeah.
Thank you, whoever you are. You're kidding.
If that guy or girl is watching, thank you very much.
Yeah, right. I love you guys. Thanks.
That single is off the new album, Welcome to Galvania, and I just wanted to get Wes's thoughts on that album then.
You know, it's a great record. I loved it. I enjoyed freaking. I've recorded all those songs at least 3 or 4 times a piece with you know, different musicians. But I think it came out really good, and I'm super happy and proud of it. And you know, it's fun. There's a lot of good songs on there, so we'll just keep trying to play as many as we can off that record. Our set list is like, you know, it's I mean, it could be like a 90 song set list, you know, or 100. If I was counting the songs, I think it's like 150 or something at this point, maybe more.
Puddle of Mudd resumed their tour this week, October 15th, and go to puddleofmudd.com for all the dates and details there. So we'll talk about the tour now with Wes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to rock the house down, baby.
Yeah. And you've got like about 10 or 11 shows on the lead up to Christmas. Are you excited about them?
Though it's never going to be over, man.
Yeah.
It's never over. Because people like my sister, I'm working with my sister and my mother, you know, they're like my little dynamic duo team, and my dad and my dad. And I'm super blessed to have them in my life. But yeah, my sister would always go like, yeah, you know, you only got like 9 shows left, and then, you know, that's it. But she's lying. She's totally full of shit, man. Because she is, man. I'm like, Blake, don't have to sit there and lie to me. I know the shows are gonna keep going, so don't tell me it's gonna be over, because I'll get all excited. So I get a little time off to like rest, you know. The Battle of the Bands,
Yeah.
just we're just reaching out, looking for some amazing artists, man. And I guess it's kind of a cool way to kind of like, you know, let them battle. I was in Battle of the Bands in Kansas City like at least 5-6 times. I think I won Battle of the Bands twice in Kansas City, and you know, I lost like 2 or 3 times as well. But you know, I always came in like, you know, second or whatever. I don't know. It was a blast. They're a blast to do, man. If you're a band, you know, it's fun.
Yeah.
If you want to enter the Battle of the Bands, go to puddleofmudd.com, and they have details there for various different shows in America on how you can enter that. I asked Wes then, and we kind of sidetracked here a little bit. I asked him, has he got any funny stories from the road? And he was saying, well, I can't really tell you most of the stories. That's what a lot of musicians that I talk to would say. But then he did tell me some stories that are pretty funny. So I'm just going to play them. They don't need much explanation.
Yeah.
And like, everybody's just going to have to wait. But accidents have happened. And those were very, very messy, icky, gooey times. Yeah. Had to like change stuff.
Puddles of other things.
Puddled with fucking poo, man. It's just sometimes when you gotta go, man, you gotta go, man. Sometimes it's just there's no saving it.
Yeah.
It's happened at the airport. I mean, they were fixing the bathrooms and shit, man. And I'm going through like TSA, and I gotta like go, you know, but the bathrooms are getting repaired. So I had to like come up with something real quick. I actually had to like drop my pants and just blast in like the store, like behind the circular thing. And just boom, and then just zit, and just start going. But yeah, I left a puddle of in a little store in the airport. Oh my God, that's yeah. I mean, I actually, you know, I was in an elevator once. I couldn't find the bathroom. I went in an elevator. Just, it happened. And there was this African American lady, and I was on like the 36th floor, and this dude was on this one guy. He was on the 6th floor. I'm sitting there creaming. And it smelled pretty bad actually. And before the black lady got onto her little floor, she turned around and was like, damn son, what have you been doing over here? Like, what? She just looked at me like the gas face, man. And so, I just had to make it to my room. There's nothing I could do. The business has already been done.
Yeah. Well,
going there.
I don't know how we're after getting to this point in the interview. But
yeah, I was just saying there, I don't know how we're after getting to this point in the interview. It's pretty funny. So apart from the touring, then I asked Wes, like, what's the plan going forward for the rest of the year?
Behind us.
We've been touring a lot, dude. Ski.
Yeah.
Touring a lot. I'm stoked I got this little weekend off. Yeah, we're gonna keep going, keep touring, keep doing records. We're not gonna wait like 10 years and stuff like that. And I'm getting ready to go back in the studio right now and just start doing the new record. Like basically, probably 2 weeks from now, I'll be in the studio. So, yep, got to do it, man. Kick out the jams.
Yeah. And
yeah, so that was pretty much my experience with Wes. Like, unfortunately, the audio on my end was kind of shit, but I had to make it work. And big shout out to Wes. Like, it was a long time coming, and it was an absolute pleasure. Go to puddleofmudd.com for all your tour dates and merchandise and music. And for the Battle of the Bands, if you're a band that wants to play with Puddle of Mudd, get on there. There's some really good opportunities there. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you can. We're trying to approach 1,000 subscribers. Thank you.